Hi everyone, it's Diane. I am finishing up the farm journals that I've been working on. I didn't do much of it on camera, I realized, but I was just kind of buckling down and trying to get them done. Someone requested in one of the comments on a video the other day that they would like to see how I attach the hardware to close the books. Lately, I've just been doing seam ribbon or seam binding to tie them shut. But on these two, I am going to use my hitch fasteners. This one has a piece of a quilt here, and the edging of the quilt, the little binding is right there, and I don't want to punch a hole through that. So this one is tied with a strip of coffee dyed muslin. But these two I'm going to close with the hitch fasteners. So these are Tim Holtz hitch fasteners. If you can't find them in the store, which I just saw them in the store recently, so they do still have them, but I've gotten them at Amazon too. So they're hitch fasteners. I don't know how many come in a pack, and those are the three colors that it comes in: a pewter, a bronze, and kind of a pewter, brass. I can't get it right. Pewter, copper, and brass. Okay, I think I got it. And there are two parts. You have the knob, and then you have the part that the knob screws onto. So you just match up your colors. And I want to tell you, I did get some at Hobby Lobby one time, and they were the Paper Studio brand, or whatever the Hobby Lobby brand was for the hitch fasteners. And I won't get them again because the screw part, the shaft part of the screw is short and it doesn't go through the book, so you can't screw them together. It would have to be used on something thinner, so I just don't get them anymore. So here's what I do. I take my X-Acto ruler that's got the center 0, and I find the center of the edge of my book. You don't have to have this kind of ruler to do it. This just makes it easy. So I've got the markings the same on each end, and so I know where it says 0 is the center, and I just make a little mark there. I have my Big Bite, and I set this for the hitch fastener. I set it at the smaller hole, so that is, I can get it to move. There, 1/8 of an inch. So I'm going to line it up where the mark is on my pencil, or on my book, my pencil mark, and I'm going to punch the hole. That was a tough book cover. And I want to use the copper ones on this. So I find the copper screw part, put it in the back of the book, hold it there, and then just screw this in place. It's that easy. But now you have to have something to loop around that. So I have these Goody hair ponytail elastics. There are thick ones. I do not get the thick ones. I don't know the thickness of these, but they're not extremely thick, because the thick ones would have a harder time going through the hole that I'm going to punch. So, and I bought the neutral ones, and I'm going to use this lighter color. So I do the same thing on the back. Mark the center. And come in a little bit from the edge. You don't want it right at the edge. And so that the hair tie has room to be knotted through there, I put it onto the large hole, which is 3/16. Any way that you have that you can punch these holes, you can use. Someone gave me this Big Bite. I've mentioned a friend before who got into doing all these paper crafts because she liked the books I was making, but she does a lot of other crafts and then decided she didn't have time for them all, and I inherited a lot of her supplies, including her Big Bite. Oh, I didn't show you what I was doing. So there's the hole. It's a little bit bigger than the one I did on the front, and we have the elastic. I just poke the elastic through the hole, and then just loop one end through the other and pull it tight. It will loosen and maybe come off, but you just put it back in. There you have it. And then you just hook that over there. So that's how I do my fastenings. Usually this is what I do, or just tie something around it like this, which is what I've been doing a lot lately. So I am going to add my hitch fastener to this book, and then I'm going to come back and do a flip through of these journals and tell you when they will be available in my shop. So I'll be right back. Bye bye.